Dr. Ramani, so great to see you. Thank you so much for joining us.
So good to see you, Helen. I miss you.
Yes, likewise. Maybe to start out, for those who maybe haven't already seen the YouTube channel and read your books, I mean, you already have so much expertise, an entire career as a full-time professor, before becoming literally worldwide in demand for the narcissism expertise. Can you tell the audience a little bit about what even brought you into this area?
It really wasn't until I started doing work in doing research, and I was noticing that there was a subset of clients that were, attending a community clinic that really seemed to be the ones that were demanding. They were hard on the staff. They were demanding of the staff. They were entitled. They were arrogant. They were combative. And I'm thinking, goodness, this is exhausting just to work with them. And these few people were sucking the resources of everyone there. So that sort of gave birth to looking at some of these things through a research lens. At the same time, I have a small private practice that got bigger. And then I was working with clients who were going through these relationships where they were chronically being validated and confused. I'm thinking, and I read it, I'm thinking, oh, this is really interesting. We're all of these people were coming in with these stories of these very antagonistic partners. And working with those clients and basically writing them repeated emails and notes culminated in my book, Should I Stay or Should I Go?
How would you define gaslighting to someone who is unfamiliar with that term? I mean, you kind of talked about what it feels like.
In its very, very simplest term, gaslighting is denying or doubting or second guessing the reality of another person. But Helen, it's actually a lot more complicated than that. I'm actually mired in writing this very long, article about gaslighting. And in doing this deeper dive into the research, gaslighting is actually more of a grooming process. It's not just something someone does to you once. It happens over a very long time. We can only be gaslighted if we at some level trust, believe in, or view some level of expertise in the gaslighter. And then because that person, through either expertise, authority, or just family, we trust them, they then have the ability to start poking at our reality in any number of ways. But the reason I call it a grooming process is that it doesn't happen overnight. Mm-hmm. The person who gaslights us does this gradually. They test the waters. When I do this to them, do they doubt themselves? Once they realize that they can start making this work, they go in deeper and deeper. The gaslighter's ultimate goal isn't just to leave you doubting your reality. It's to get your full-on consent and agreement. They literally entirely want to bring you over to their way of thinking and have you portray yourself to the world as though you're fully on board with their way of thinking. In that way, gaslighting is very much the best model I can give you is like somebody coming into a cult. That's an extreme example. We're gaslighted all the time when we speak the language of consumerism, when we speak a language of oppression. That's all of us being gaslighted by something we perceive to be an authority, and we go with it.